Look, let's just be completely honest for a second. Take a hard look at how your days are actually going right now. I mean, we constantly tell ourselves, oh, when the calendar flips, everything's gonna magically change. But entering 2026 with the exact same patterns, it's simply not gonna reset your life just because the year changed. Real change, it literally only happens when you step away from all the noise long enough to completely rebuild how you think and how you live. So welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the exact step-by-step blueprint to do exactly that, starting right now. First off, I want you to ask yourself a seriously painful question. Are you actually moving forward, or are you just busy? So many of us, we wake up without any real plan. We end up spending way more time consuming other people's lives on our screens than actually creating our own. And by the end of the day, you feel incredibly busy, maybe even totally exhausted. But if you're honest, nothing important has actually moved forward. If that hits a little too close to home, yeah, it's time to change course. All right, so here is the game plan for our 30-day blueprint. We're going to quickly cover the illusion of change. Habit 1, protect your attention. Habit 2, choose one direction. Habit 3, master your routines. Habit 4, move and track. And finally, accepting the challenge. Let's get right into it.
Kicking things off with the illusion of change, or basically, why waiting for 2026 simply won't work.
You see, we're totally ditching the whole myth of a magical New Year's resolution, because here is a fascinating bit of psychology. Waiting to feel ready is just a clever way for your brain to keep you predictable and comfortable. Seriously, motivation is an absolute trap. This entire blueprint, it's not about motivation, and it's definitely not about waiting until you feel ready. Your brain loves comfort, and waiting is pretty much its favorite excuse. So we are changing direction right now, today, no matter how ready you feel. Pure structure and discipline are what we're relying on here.
Moving on to habit 1, protect your attention, which is all about the total dopamine reset.
To do this, we absolutely have to stop looking at our smartphones as just benign tools. Because right now, for the vast majority of us, they're traps. And the specific trap is what's called emotional anesthesia. Basically, this is using your phone to escape boredom, stress, or even just sitting alone with your own thoughts. It's this incredibly visually satisfying, highly addictive dopamine loop that literally just yanks you right out of your own life. It's numbing you. So for the next 30 days, your attention has to be fiercely, aggressively protected.
So how do we actually execute this? Well, here are the exact steps. Step 1, turn your phone on grayscale to make it instantly boring. Step 2, turn off all those notifications so it stops demanding your focus every single minute. And step 3, you need to create actual physical barriers. Keep your phone in a totally different room or chuck it in the drawer while you work, because addiction loves convenience, right? Oh, and one more thing. If an app like TikTok or Instagram isn't actively helping you build something meaningful, you've got to delete it for the entire month. Willpower alone is completely unreliable, so do not rely on it. Rely on these tactical steps instead.
All right, habit 2, choose one direction. Meaning, stop trying to improve everything all at once. Look, chaos comes directly from scattered focus. The absolute biggest mistake you can make is trying to improve everything at once. Think about it. When everything is a priority, absolutely nothing gets real attention. If you want genuine, tangible momentum, you need pinpoint direction. You must choose one clear, measurable goal for these 30 days. Maybe that's learning a high-income skill like coding, diving into sales, or finally getting that side hustle off the ground. Just pick one.
And once you lock in that one goal, you are going to apply the rule of 4. You need to give that one specific thing 4 solid hours of focused, relentless effort every single day. Why? Because action is always greater than overthinking. Now, real quick caveat here. If you're a student, this drops to 2 hours outside of your regular classes. But the absolute core takeaway of this whole explainer is this. Clarity doesn't come from sitting alone in a room overthinking your entire life. Clarity comes from actually doing the thing. Action over everything. Which brings us to habit 3. Master your routines. Because good days always start the night before. This is where we get super heavy into execution. We are basically engineering tomorrow's success tonight. Let's track this across the 24-hour cycle. Every single night for the next 30 days, I want you to take just 5 minutes to plan out your next day and write down your most important tasks. This absolutely prevents you from waking up confused and just burning through your best morning energy trying to figure out what to do. Then you sleep, and you wake up to what we call the clean window. Your brain is totally uncluttered in these early hours. This is the exact moment you must aggressively protect your time and attack your hardest, most uncomfortable task way before the rest of the world wakes up and starts pulling at your attention. Next up is habit 4, move and track. This is all about building mental resilience through physical action. You see, your mind becomes noticeably weaker when your body is inactive.
So the magic number for this habit is 30. For the next 30 days, you are committing to at least 30 minutes of hard, uncomfortable physical training every single day. And the reason for this is actually biological. When you push through that physical resistance, you are sending a direct, powerful signal to your brain that you aren't giving up on yourself. It physically solidifies your new identity as someone who just does hard things. Now, to guarantee you actually follow through, you need to stick to these basic rules. Keep a super simple checklist, physically mark off every completed task, literally watch the days stack up, and whatever you do, never break the chain. Seriously, the visual satisfaction of actually checking off a box is a massively powerful psychological tool. Once you see a bunch of those days stacked together, you are not going to want to be the one to break that chain. Actually, you should totally grab the habit tracker linked in the description below so you can start stacking those wins right out of the gate.
Finally, we arrive at the last step. Accept the challenge. It's time to prove you can keep your word. This 30-day reset, it isn't just some fun little internet experiment. It is the ultimate test of your personal integrity. It's your chance to prove to yourself that you're the kind of person who actually does what they say they're going to do. I want you to let this sink in. Your goal is to come back so relentlessly focused that your old life just doesn't fit anymore. It's time to stop watching and start doing. Make sure you subscribe so you stay totally locked into this mindset.
But more importantly, I need you to commit right now. If you are actually serious about this, if you're finally ready to stop consuming and start building, I want you to drop into the comments right this second and type exactly this: challenge accepted. Put it out there, seal your commitment to day one. Are you going to take this blueprint and run with it, or are you just going to mindlessly click to the next distraction? The choice is entirely up to you. So, challenge accepted? Let's get to work.